Hello, and welcome to 94.752 66661 Divine 333 111 222 live tarot readings. My name is Mo, and I'll be your host for doing a collective tarot reading based around the full moon. Um, Thank you for tuning in today. Be sure to hit that follow button and hit the thumbs up button if you find any value out of this tarot reading, as I do these every Tuesday. And you can book a private reading from me if you want some more personal information. All those links can be found in my bio. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. So if you find yourself in a nice and calm, relaxed position, pew, 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 pew. I was in a silly, goofy mood and just having a little bit of fun. But again, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for, indulging me in that little bit of silly goofiness. We're going to go ahead and get started with this collective reading based around the full moon. If this is your first time here, my name is Mo. If you've been here before, welcome back, my love. I hope that everybody had a good Valentine's Day last week. I hope we're all feeling loved and excited and happy. Thank you, Bree. Thank you, beautiful. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and make this happen and get it on and popping. But please find yourself in a relaxed position as we do this collective reading, and ask your ancestors, spirit guides, and angels in the Most High, as well as God, or any other ancestors or spirits that you use in your religious, or that you work with in your religious or spiritual practice. And ask for the wisdom and the discernment and the healing that you need at this very moment. And I ask that they help us protect our minds, spirits, and energies so that we are able to know what is right for us and what is not. Ashe, as always, if it don't apply, let it fly. Because if it don't apply to you, it's not meant for you. Okay? Don't try to fit your big foot in a little itty bitty glass slipper if it's not yours. Okay? Don't be like Cinderella's like raggedy bodacious sisters trying to stick your big corn-ridden foot up in an itty bitty glass slipper that ain't yours. Hey Diamond, how you doing? Welcome in. Okay, not too much. Do you have corns on your feet? It's okay to have corns on your feet. Just don't try to stick your corn-ridden foot in nobody else's shoes. That's all I'm saying. It's just a message. Not leave my size 13s alone. You can definitely ask a question. I am doing a collective reading right now, so I won't be able to give you too much. But if you do want to ask a question, is it just a general question, or do you want to know or do you want like an intuitive question? Do you want intuitive guidance? If you want intuitive guidance, that's going to have to wait. But today, this collective reading is going to be based around the full moon. So if there's any information or insight you're really, really looking for, that's what I'll be delivering. I'll be channeling. We will have a full moon in Virgo. So this weekend is a really good time to establish some new boundaries and habits and routines from the soul. Again, full moons are connected to the soul, the intuition, the things that we cannot see, and build the habits from that place, and then they will then spread into the rest of your life. But hello, the Most High, what information or insights can we provide the collective with in regards to what you want us all to know about the full moon coming up on the 24th of February? It's a bunch of numbers. What is it? It's 2, 24, 24. What does that break down to? 2, 6, 6, 8, 12. 12 plus another 2, 14, 5. What information do you have for us? This energy feels like really, really solid. So much like a Virgo does not have a hard time like cutting people and or things off. And that's what I'm getting a bunch of. 2 of Swords, 10 of Swords, Queen of Cups. What is it that you need to cut off? And I'm getting that it's like, that it's an idea, it's a story or a narrative that you're telling yourself that you kind of need to nix, that you kind of need to chop in order to take care of yourself, your Queen of Cups, right? What is your Queen of Cups trying to get you to accomplish? How is it that you're going to protect yourself? Some people just have anxiety. This page of like swords in reverse, wheel of fortune in reverse. There's like, I'm hearing the word fear mongering, but you're kind of like fear mongering yourself. Like you're working yourself up. No tea, no shade. Some of us were working ourselves up, and we're like, oh, but what if, but what if, oh, what if, and like, girl, these cards are saying, cut it out, because it don't really matter. It don't really matter, right? Because it's time to move forward, and a lot of us were looking to branch out and to do something new, to traverse some new territory that we haven't experienced before, or just to expand our worldview. But we won't be able to do that if we continue to sit back and worry about what if all of the what ifs. What if such and such? What if they say this? What if this happens? What if this comes down the pipeline? You know what I mean? And then like this Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck feels so sad. And it just feels so sad that this is a habit, this is a routine, this is a thought process that will not age well, for lack of a better phrase. It will not age well. The Three of Swords, it's just very much giving as time goes on, you okay, so they're kind of showing me like this old person. You know what they be saying, like when you get old, like you want to be able to sit down your old person rocking chair or on your deathbed, not to be morbid, and be like, I lived a good life. I had no regrets. Right? It's very much giving you don't want to be in your old rocking chair. You don't want to be an old grandma knitting talking about, I never did such and such and such and such because I was scared. I never did X, Y, and Z because I was nervous. I missed out on so much because I thought I was going to fail. Yeah. So that's just what it's giving. That's just what I'm getting. Is there anything else that we have for this group? Any other messages or insights we would like this group to know or have or to be aware of? Star card, Emperor card. I'm hearing quite plainly, take control of your future. Take control of your future. Take control of your future. You are the captain of your ship. Take control of your future. Take control of your future. What else is it that we have for the collective, please and thank you? The Six of Wands and Ten of Wands in reverse, it kind of ended like failure. Again, some of us were afraid of failure, but the failure isn't as bad as we think it's going to be. Like failure and rejection sucks. Yes, it does. It absolutely does. But it's like these cards are kind of feeling like it sucks, but then you get over it. You get over it quickly. Like, when was the last time you failed at something and then you got rejected? Like, I know in our imaginations that it feels like the end of the world or that it's going to last forever, but like when we really think about it, like how long does that sting last? That's the thing. I'm trying to think about the last time I got rejected. Or the last time I failed at something and I can't remember. And that's not to say that I don't fail or that I don't get rejected, because that's not it. I definitely do. It's just that like I can't remember it. You know what I mean? It sucks. You get disappointed and then you move on and go on about your day. Right? Anything else the Most High? Full card. Full card. High Priestess, Four of Pentacles. It kind of feels like the energy is taking like a sharp left turn. Somebody needs to like solidify the spiritual practice. Hey Tyrell, how you doing? Hi. Somebody needs to solidify their spiritual practice. Full card, High Priestess in reverse, Four of Pentacles in reverse, double card, Hangman in reverse. as we move into Pisces season, especially as we move into this like Virgo full moon, this is the perfect time to just like develop anew or to even sharpen or perfect the spiritual practice that you already have. And not that your spiritual practice can be perfected, right? Because it's ever shifting, ever shaping, again, more Piscean energy. But it's just pay some attention to it and like, where can I tighten up? You know what I mean? Do I need to add new ingredients to my spiritual bath? Do I need to take 2 spiritual baths a week instead of, like once a week? You know what I mean? Do I need to connect to nature more? Like, what is it that we need to do? Do I need to journal more? Do I need to do a different type of manifestation prompt, a different attraction ritual? You fill in the blank. But there is somebody, what is it? They're saying that like somebody has neglected their spiritual practice because they've been chasing money, they've been chasing a bag, they've been chasing status, they've been chasing, obsessions, addictions. Excuse me. Says you fill in the blank. You've been chasing something and you've been letting your spiritual practice, your intuition, your connection with your ancestors, spirit guides, and angels fall by the wayside. And then this card, let me show you this 5 of Cups. It's giving, who spilt this milk? Who spilt this milk? Do y'all see it? Who spilt this milk? I'm gonna put it up close to the camera. It's like the whole while you just been neglecting yourself and neglecting your practices and neglecting the things that you need to do. It's like, who did this? Oh my God. It was you, girl. It was you. It was you who was neglecting. You were the one. This is your fault. Right? It's kind of like a plant. They're showing me a plant. Again, and plants need to be catered to, they need to be watered, they need to be loved on. And it's like you leave a plant for a month and you come back and like, who killed this plant? Who did this? Who did this to this plant? And the divine is like, interesting. Interesting way of looking at things. Yeah. Anything else? Do we have anything else? This was pretty clear and succinct. Do we have any other questions? The divine has a couple more cards, and I really think that's it. We love a clear, concise message. Okay. Is anybody interested in booking a private reading today? Do any of my good Judies want their mini reading? I know Peru Anna's in here. Judgment card, Justice card in reverse, 10 of Cups in reverse. What is this? What is this? Let's clarify it. So this is more Piscean energy. This is definitely more Piscean energy. So I'm getting that like all of us will need to become a different person in our relationships. Like all of us, we need to become a different person in our relationships. But I'm getting like, especially around our friends. Right? Especially around our friends with this. What is this? This is the 3 of Cups in reverse. We have the Judgment card and the Justice card in reverse. This is very interesting to me because like the Judgment card, right? Pluto just moved into Aquarius, and then we had a bunch of conjunctions in Aquarius not too long ago. And it's like you reap what you sow and things are changing, but the Justice card is saying, what is it that we need to cut off? And this 10 of like, and it's funny, it's the 10 of Cups in reverse, right? But this 10 of Cups in reverse, it feels like the 7 of Cups. You know what I mean? It feels like distractions or stories or narratives or options, right? Or daydreaming. And the 10 of Cups is connected to our happily ever after. It's our emotionally happy ever after. I got you, Peruana. But this 10 of Cups, this feels like there's some like type of false, like there's a false happily ever after. We told ourselves that this is what our happily ever after is, but the happily ever after It might have been our happily ever after at one point in time, but now it's old, it's stagnant, it's no longer fulfilling. It's not giving what it needs to anymore. And the King of Swords is say that you have the clarity, you have the clarity of perception, you have all the information that you need to acknowledge, oh girl, that's not really it. This isn't really it. However, instead of changing your expectations, instead of changing your expectations and the way you move throughout the world, you just kind of stand back and look at the world around you. You look at your life and you say, oh, girl, that's not it. Hey, Michael Ann. Okay, but if it's not it, then what are you going to do about it? Y'all just like, oh, this ain't it. This is ghetto. Mm-mm. And then you stand, and then you continue to stand in the pissy puddle that you yourself have created by standing in the same pissy spot. What's that line from the Boondocks? I saw P and I leave. She saw P and she stayed. Not to be insensitive to the survivors of R. Kelly, but it's just television show The Boondocks. It's a farce. It's absurd. That's just what it's giving. If you're pissed off by your circumstances, don't continue to stand and sit in pissy circumstances. Okay, let me move on. Ace of Cups, High Priestess, Three of Pentacles in reverse. This is all saying that your intuition has been yelling, your intuition has been screaming, your intuition has been shouting, kicking, throwing tantrums. And it's kind of like some of us were becoming like viscerally and energetically irritated. Like irritated in the depths of our soul, like on your soul, you irritated. But like as all this like irritation is going on the subconscious, underneath the surface, y'all kind of have like a cold stone face on the surface, or you just walk away. You know what I mean? And like the divine, the divine is saying that that is not the time to put on your poker face. That's not the time to do that. That's the time to get rowdy. That's the time to get active. That's the time to allow all that energy, all that visceral energy to come up and to shake the room. Rock the boat. Don't be afraid to rock the boat. Rock it. So rock it. Yeah. And no tea, no shade. This is low key like take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? This is a general reading for a general audience, but something about these cards say don't be afraid of the consequences. Let the boat get rocked and deal with the consequences after the fact. Because again, where I'm not seeing no pentacles. I'm not even seeing the Four of Wands. We have the Hierophant here, so this could be like connected to your providers, but the Hierophant is at the bottom of the deck, saying that this is something that you need to get used to doing, not necessarily that this is something that's going down with your providers and your protectors. But again, you fill in the blank. If anything, this really feels like it's in your social circles. This really feels like it's your social circles, or wherever it is that you have the most emotional dissatisfaction. Two of Swords in reverse, again, just as another confirmation that you know what this is, you know where to place this energy, and you already thinking about it. You just been thinking about it. Don't think about it, be about it. They want me to get some more cards. They're not done. They're not done, Miss Mamas. Anything else? Anything else? Two of Pentacles in reverse. King of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. Long story short, the way you're being, the way you're behaving, it's not sustainable. If we take it all the way back to the beginning, and this is the fright, this is the fear, this is the anxiety, this is the inability to take actions and to take moves, or if it's the inability to allow your most visceral, like guttural, primal instincts and emotions come to the surface, Whichever one of the things you're doing, whichever group you belong in, which one of those things you resonate with, you are not going to get to your King of Pentacles. You are not, no, I mean, never say never, but they're just saying it's going to be harder to become the money master where you're holding everything it is that you want if you have to carry this weight, because they're literally saying that you're carrying dead weight. 10 of Wands with the who is it? With the 10 of Wands. Let me look at this card. 10 of Wands in the classic Rider-Waite, there's a person carrying 10 wands by themselves. And sometimes the 10 of Wands is when you're carrying too much on your own, or it's the last leg of the race. This is not giving us the last leg of the race. It's giving that it's just going to take forever. And something about the smoke here is making my lungs hurt. It's like it becomes harder to breathe. It becomes harder to move forward. You know what I mean? It almost feels like, when you're like running or jogging, and then all of this just start hurting, and all of this just become painful. That's what it feels like. But if you would just allow those emotions to come up, if you would just allow those fears and anxieties to fall by the wayside, I'm not saying that it's going to be easier. I'm just saying that you won't have to carry those things anymore. Perhaps like anxiety. The source material for the tarot is the tarot reader, and I am not an anxious person. Shout out to the girls who have anxiety. My heart goes out to you, but I don't think I'm very anxious. So if you have that, so if like you feel like you can't breathe when you have anxiety, then yes. Yes, I just don't know what that feels like, so I can't really explain to the girls. You get what I'm saying? No tea, no shade. Hey Britt, how you doing? Yeah, okay, the divine said that was all. I'm gonna get us some oracle cards and then we'll go on our way. If anybody would like to claim a reading, please let me know. You can send $10, $15, or $20 over to my Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. All those things can be found in my bio. This is my Cash App tag right here. If you're watching on TikTok, which you should be. If you're not, I don't know what you're doing. Weirdo. But right after this collective is done, we have a mini general reading for Peruana, and then the list is open after that. Can we get an oracle card? So we got new moon in Taurus, and I want to get the full moon. Like they told me to get the card, so I'm just going to go through it. It's full moon in Virgo. Full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. So we got a new moon in Taurus and a full moon in Virgo. We do currently have Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus right now. New moon in Taurus. If this card comes up when you're inquiring about a financial matter or when you're doubting your self-worth, this card suggests you can have what you want, including material things, but you must believe in yourself. This comes down to the laws of attraction. Value yourself and others will value you too. You can create abundance. Taurus is associated with luxurious Venus, and this card holds the new moon energy. So now is a good time to make a 12-month financial plan. This card can also signal the start of a new relationship or of sexier times. Ooh, excuse me, truth verb. If you've been wrestling with something for a long time, I heard, or with someone, the new moon in sturdy Taurus is a sign not to give up just yet. Attune to the moon, get or give a massage, healthy body, healthy mind. Additional meanings for this card. You will soon be able to afford the things you're dreaming of. Get clear on what you value most will help you find peace. Take some time out to pamper yourself. Start a standing order to a savings account, no matter how small. And then the teaching. We often feel that it's somehow wrong to focus on our finances, but the truth is that money can make life far more comfortable from a physical point of view. Taurus knows this, and the new moon in Taurus is the time to work your magic to create the money you want so that you have the creature comforts you want. Remember, though, that someone else is still wishing for what it is that you already have. And now we're going to go over to the full moon in Virgo. Full moon in Virgo. Where the Virgos at? Where the Virgo placements? Shout out to the Virgo placements. Full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. It's time to really be honest with yourself and understand what's led you to ask your question. Have you been humbled to the point of being self-effacing? Humility is good, but it can go too far. And drawing this card suggests you may be underrating yourself. You don't have to be flashy, just quietly certain that you are good enough. And then they're again taking me back to the emotional group who's like, I don't know, they're just kind of saying somebody wants to be the bigger person so bad. Somebody wants to be the calm, level-headed, oh, I'm mature, or I'm not gonna do none of that. Girl, you don't really get nothing from that. You don't get nothing from being that person. The divine is saying right now, all that you're really getting out of that is being walked all over. So, at the other end of the scale, you also need honesty. You also need to honestly answer this question. Once you've given, have you been too picky? The full moon in Virgo needs some truthful answers. Once you've given them, it should be easier to see how you got where you are. Your next step should be more obvious to you. Pay attention to the details. Hard work will bring results. And then attune to the moon. Find a balance between the cosmic and the mundane in your daily life. Additional meanings for this card. Worrying too much will attract more things to worry about. Have you been overly critical? An apology may be in order. Stop second guessing yourself. Raise your karma by doing something good for somebody else. And then the full moon in Virgo is a time to declutter your life, your home, and your office. It's time to sort what's good in your life from what's not serving you. It's also time to clear out your energies via salt baths and meditations, and to practice getting more grounded by walking barefoot. No matter when you draw this card, it's a reminder that any time is a good time to start living a healthier life. Yes, my loves? We want to get some more cards. They just want to get y'all some more cards. So do my tongue look dirty? Because I know your tongue not supposed to be like white, but mine don't. It look a little bit white, but it don't look like it got a layer of plaque. You know what I'm talking about? It don't give that. Yes, yeses and nos are $8.88 over to my Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Let's get one more oracle card. This may be related to your love life. So, dig deep down in your heart and ask the divine, what is it you would like to know most regarding your love life? And let's get one more card, okay? I'm going to take these two. When a thing hurts your eyes, stop looking at it. When it hurts your ears, stop listening to it. When it hurts your heart, stop justifying it. I love you so much. The universe. Create space for new love. Create space for new love. I know that's going to hit somebody. Your treasure is at hand. Sure, you can always find prettier, handsomer, skinnier, wiser, richer, younger, zippier. But more often than not, one learns the most, laughs the loudest, and smiles the widest with those they've already found. especially when they stop looking elsewhere. Actually, Zippier is on quite a few lists. Tally ho, the universe. I did good, friend. I blocked him for months, but he had me blocked on TikTok, so I can do it there. Okay. I'm proud of you. Keep that man locked. But that's it. That is today's collective reading. Again, if you're just now joining me on TikTok, you always know that collective readings can always be found recorded on YouTube, where I do them every Tuesday. So if you can't catch me here live, you can always catch the recorded session on YouTube. On YouTube, let me know what resonates down in the comment section and a thumbs up. And follow me if you like this, because I do this every week. All right, I'll holler at y'all later. Have a good one. Mwah. Ta ta. Okay, now we're going to move on to Peru Anna, because Peru Anna has decided